Clemson against North Carolina. Clemson 7.5, 63.5. Both off bad losses. Well, off losses. Clemson to South Carolina, which they hadn't lost. We talked last week. Hadn't lost in about 73 years or so, give or take a year. Might be off a year or so to South Carolina. North Carolina off the loss to NC State.
This is an ugly football game, B-Hop.
It is, but I'm kind of interested. I'm kind of weirdly interested. Now, these teams haven't
North Carolina
played.
have a chance to win the game?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. That offense is pretty good. Now, they don't have any good wins. That's the problem. You look at Carolina, you've seen that defense be really bad. They don't have a lot of great wins. They have the win over Wake is their best win to this point. So, I think with that offense, can they? Yeah. But you know what they can also do? They can certainly backdoor cover the thing, can't they?
Yes.
I mean, wouldn't you be scared to death sitting on Clemson unless Clemson gets up 21, which I guess Clemson could run them out of the gym. But you're also sitting there staring at Drake May and company coming through the back door on you, aren't you?
I think so. I was surprised this line was over 7. This was the one I said 6.5 when I was going back and forth with my buddies. I was like 6.5 because I would look to take North Carolina anything over 7, and it's going up. I mean, there's a couple 8s already, but
how does North Carolina stop? I mean, Clemson, DJU is going to play again, right? He hasn't been very good, but can he be good against this bad defense? That's one.
Is literally going to die on this hill with DJU. He's not the better quarterback, and he just keeps playing him. So he's going to play him in the bowl game for the kid's sake and his own pride that he's right. If you told me that the other quarterback was playing for Clemson, I think I'd like Clemson in this game. Now the total is interesting. It's going up. All right. It opened 62, it's 63.5 in places right now on Wednesday. Hard to believe that this game is that easy, like to go over, right? I feel like this is an under. But then you go North Carolina and under. Those two things don't really go together.
No question. Here's how you get to an under. If Clemson wants to play, if they're engaged and want to play, which I think that's a huge question given where they are and the stakes that are at hand. I know this is for an ACC championship, but they shouldn't be in the playoff. Here's the mismatches. Clemson's second highest graded pass rush in the ACC against Carolina's 9th graded pass block grade. Pass block specifically. So if Clemson wants to get after them, they should be able to. Carolina is 13th out of 14 teams in run block grade. Clemson's defense against the run is 4th. So you've got some mismatches up front there clearly.
Right.
But now look at Clemson's defense. So you say they got the mismatch defensively, but look at this. When they've played pretty good offenses, they've given up 31 to South Carolina, 35 to Notre Dame, 28 to Florida State, 45 to Wake.
That's Clemson's numbers?
That's Clemson's defense given up to those 4 of the better teams they've played.
Those are some big numbers.
This isn't, so Clemson has an advantage number-wise, but you look at results against some better teams. Can Carolina get to 30?
Oh, I think so.
But, okay, then can they hold Clemson under 38 at that point?
They hold Clemson under 38. Yes. Clemson can hold themselves under 38, no? Turnovers and different things. They're not running it up on anybody.
I know.
I don't know. This
Carolina defense, though, although it's marginally better, gave up 30 to North Carolina State, but granted, they've got such quarterback issues. 21 to Georgia Tech, and 34 to Wake Forest, 28 to Virginia, 24 to Pitt.
Average.
35 to Duke, 24 to Miami. Those are some bad. God, the ACC. God. ACC, let's expand and get some offenses.
I mean, I don't know why you're interested in this game. You said you're interested in this game.
I'm kind of interested.
Well, I'll keep an eye on it too, because I think, by halftime, Michigan game will be decided. This game is going on at the same time. Both of these teams are 6-6 against the number. So as the book, you throw up 7.5, see which way they bet it. I guess, now after talking it through, hearing the mismatches, I know why it's on the other end of 7. That makes a little bit of sense. Offensively, they're basically the same with a lot of these numbers. I'm looking at rushing yards, passing yards per game. I like the dog. I would take the dog. Would this be a game you would be looking to bet in game? We were doing it the other day with basketball. Will you be up watching this game? We may have to do a little in game in this.
I would love to. I'm calling 3 high school state championship games for TV this weekend, so I'm going to miss some of these. Yeah, I've got a fun assignment this weekend.
For what sport?
Football.
You're calling 3 high school football championship games.
Correct.
All right.
Correct.
Where can people find that?
Our friends at AT&T Sports Pittsburgh will have them if you're in this region.
Excellent.
If not, wvmetronews.com.
Excellent.
Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, click on another video right here on the screen. And if you really liked it, consider subscribing below. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.